Hello everybody and welcome back to Grand Bazaar. Before heading to the wine festival later on today, we're gonna have a look at our final windmill now that it's been unlocked. Haven't really had a chance to talk about windmills because I haven't really been using them very much. I probably use the one on my farm quite a bit, but our other windmill over by the hotel is mostly used for upgrading our tools. So this final windmill over by Lloyd's house here is going to probably be one of your busiest and most used windmills. This is a grinding specific windmill, and what it allows you to do is grind up your crops to make seeds. Every single crop in the game. You can also do the same thing with trees as well. And then we have other items like perfumes, oils. We can also now use our walnuts, our honeycombs, our chestnuts, those type of items in this windmill to get an item that's worth more money, which just increases our profit. We also have flour here as well. So the biggest thing is going to be producing seeds, but perfume also sells for quite a bit of money, and there are some characters who really like to receive perfume as a gift as well. So that's something that you might consider doing. You can see here that making herb perfume would have been a great alternative to making herb salads. The only reason that I didn't do this was because by the time I got the windmill tutorial, it was simply too late for the chamomile that I had. It had all kind of gone rotten. And making seeds is also extremely profitable if you know what seeds to make. So when you pop in a vegetable or a fruit, any kind of crop, you will get 2 seeds for every crop that you put in. So if I had yams on me, I put in 10 yams, I'm going to get 20 seeds back. So if you have a seed that is very profitable compared to what the crop itself sells for, then you are looking at doubling your income. A really good example of this is yellow peppers, actually, because we can break down our yellow peppers back into yellow pepper seeds, and they are going to sell for the exact same amount that the crop does. So this allows us to sell our yellow peppers in seed form, not lose any money, and we've basically doubled the amount that we have. So breaking your crops down into seeds can be incredibly lucrative. And the other bonus thing is that when you put these crops into the windmill, it's going to spit out seeds that are of the quality of the crop. So this is also the way that you're going to increase the quality of your crops as you plant them. Because now if we go to plant these and we start over, we're going to be starting over with a 1.5 star yellow pepper. We can fertilize it, increase the quality, and rinse and repeat up until we're at 5 stars. So because we have about a week left of growing yellow peppers, I am going to start turning these into seeds, because I'm going to end up with a lot of peppers to sell, and I might not be able to get through them all before they start to decrease in freshness. Now, seeds usually take quite a while to process, so just keep that in mind. When you're making seeds, you will want to always be spinning your blades. Apparently, that actually took a little bit longer than I thought, but there we go. We've got our blades spinning. And I'm going to go to Raoul's and pick up a few things because having that windmill also kind of in a way breaks this game. Now, I'm not going to cheese my way through, but I will teach you guys how to cheese your way through if you'd like. Go to Raoul's and buy as much fertilizer as you want, keeping, you know, stacks of 10 in mind. So maybe buy 90 instead of 100. Whatever you want. And the same with fodder. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to buy 10 of each. Apparently, I went to go buy 9. I can't count. Thank you very much. And if we go back to our windmill and we stick in fertilizer and fodder, you will be able to make grass seeds. Now, normally you would plant grass seeds and you would use it to make food for your animals, so you don't have to buy the fodder from Raoul. But by spending whatever measly amount of money we just spent, like maybe $1,000, we can now make 20 grass seeds. And grass seeds are gonna sell for just over $500 each for one singular plural. So it's not really cheating because it's in the game, but I don't know why grass seeds have such an insane profit margin, considering that you don't even need to grow anything in order to make them. You just buy the supplies from Raoul and you can make these year round. So at this point, if you're really struggling, you're behind, you haven't been having any luck, you just feel like you need to catch up, you want some upgrades but you can't afford them, make grass seeds. You won't regret it because you're going to have an item that never ever expires, that you can sell all year round, and you'll be able to sell it for a decent amount of money. But they do take quite a long time. So with my blades spinning quickly, it's still going to take 65 hours for those seeds to finish. So if you are going to make grass seeds, just be mindful that they do take a while. When my yams come in, I am also going to be making yam seeds. I did test this, and as I figured out, the yam seeds sell for about the same as a baked yam. So we can either keep turning them into baked yams or we can turn them into seeds, but because we get 2 seeds for every crop, it is more profitable to turn our crop into seeds. And we can also turn our egg plants into seeds as well. And I think the seed version is quite a bit more profitable, although I'm not 100% sure of that. So just for fun, I'll stick in 4 of these for now just to see what it spits out. So that windmill, if you know how to use it, is sort of, kind of game breaking. It does take a while for the grass seeds to be made. So you can only really make a couple bags per week. But if you just do it continuously throughout and you don't stop, you will end up with a lot of grass seeds. But I think it's a great strategy. It's not really cheating because the game puts it in. You don't have to do anything special. I'm gonna grab my wine for the festival. But then the other great thing about doing that too and having access to that windmill is that we can now stockpile seeds for the next time our seasons change. We don't have to depend on the bazaar and if Chen is going to randomly sell us seeds or if Raul is going to randomly sell us seeds. We're going to be able to get more profitable crops. And if you're just making the seeds to sell them, then it's also great because you don't have to worry about things going bad when they're just sitting in storage. So I obviously didn't do anything with my inventory here. I also have quite a bit of ore. If I can get myself some silver, I can start making some jewelry. And I can get money, big money, for selling some jewelry at the bazaar. But I have some gifts to give out. I can also go to that windmill and grind up my chestnuts, grind up my honeycombs. If you've been saving honeycombs at this point and you have them in storage, you will see a pretty big boost in what honey is worth in comparison to honeycombs. So that is also something that is definitely worth doing. And then in this windmill, I have just sort of been making yogurt and cheese. I did mention when I was at the bazaar yesterday that you do kind of have to be careful when you're using your milk and your eggs to make cheese and yogurt and whatnot, because you might think, oh yeah, it makes sense that I would make more money processing these items into something a little bit more complicated, but that's not always the case. I think raw milk versus cheese is pretty much the same. You will get quite a bit more money for herb cheese, I find. And yogurt, depending on the quality of the mint, you might be able to get a little bit more money for yogurt versus base milk. And because mint grows all year round, that is kind of what I would recommend making. Make yogurt over cheese if you're thinking about processing your milk. And then you can also make butter, but you need oil in order to do it, which is an additional cost. And that is also the same reason that I do not do anything with my eggs. I still sell my raw eggs as opposed to making mayonnaise, for example, because I have to buy oil in order to do that, and at that point there's not really much point in doing that. And then next year I hope we'll be able to use this windmill more, because we should be able to start planting some trees for getting some access to things like grapes and some other fruits that we haven't seen yet. And then we are also at some point going to plant an olive tree, and that will allow us to pickle all of our vegetables, which increases their profit by quite a bit as well. I also have that tea tree seed in my storage still, and so we'll be able to make some tea next year too. So this windmill will get more use. Unfortunately, the only items it ever churns out is fertilizer, milk, cheese, yogurt, basically animal products. So we are going to make heavy use of this windmill. This is going to be a huge moneymaker, and I will perhaps do a video when these items start to pop up, and we can kind of see how it looks when they're all processed and everything is ready. And then when bazaar time comes, you'll be able to really see how much more income we're gonna have at our disposal. So I should be prioritizing the grass seeds because that's what's gonna make me the most amount of money, but I'm actually going to process all of my honey just because it then gets the honeycombs out of my inventory. I spent way longer talking about the windmills than I thought I would, so I will stop now and we will go and wrap things up by enjoying our festival. I actually don't have a lot of gifts today. I'm a little bit short in the gift department. I guess I could sacrifice a red flower for Daisy. It's actually her favorite color as well, but I'd really like to save the red flowers for Freya if I can. I've had to take a break from giving Sherry gifts, but she's so far ahead that it really doesn't matter. And I'm sure as we get into the last week of fall, I'll be able to find some more stuff, hopefully. Alright, so let's hold up our nice bottle of wine that was given to us for the festival. 2.5 stars, so that's a decent little bottle of wine. And we are ready. Thank you all for coming. Claude organized this festival so we could all enjoy wine and food together. Thank you, Felix. I did the cooking, but we owe our thanks to Nick for providing the wine. Enjoy, everyone. It's also interesting, didn't you see that all the kids came to this festival as well? Maybe they just got juice instead of wine. So, just like with our tea festival, just a very, very short and sweet little event here. And you will be given a gift based on the quality of the wine that you provide, but Claude will always give you herb cheese. So it's either going to be regular, good, or great cheese, just depending on what kind of wine you provide. So this will actually sell for a decent amount of money, so we can hold on to this for now. Like most festivals, just for showing up and participating, you will get 500 friend points with every single person. But otherwise, that's kind of all there is to it. So we have a whole year before the wine festival rolls around again, and hopefully by that time we will actually be in a position where we can provide our own wine, because if you can't provide your own wine next year, you won't be able to participate in the festival. Felix is nice enough to kind of help us out in our first year, but after that we are on our own. So that is it for me. I don't think I really have anything else to say. Like I said, for this windmill, I'm missing silver ore, which is a bit of a pain because that seems to be the rarest ore that there is. It's really, really difficult to just randomly find these out of ore stones, but necklaces can sell for like $30,000 a piece once you combine everything together. So I'm just kind of patiently putting all my stuff into storage, biding my time, waiting until I'll be able to actually make some of these pieces of jewelry, and then we can sell them for big bucks at the bazaar. And wintertime is going to be a really good opportunity for us to get some ore stones so that we can break them open and hopefully get what we need to make some jewelry. But we still have a week and a bit left of fall, and I'm going to really enjoy it. It's just absolutely flown by so quickly. Like I said, fall is just always kind of my favorite season, and this game is no different. I feel like I've just blinked and it's gone already. So for this week, because we have a birthday on Saturday, the bazaar gets pushed to a Sunday. So I might do a video this week, but other than it being Freya's birthday, I don't think there's anything too special going on. But I realize now that I'm almost at the end of fall that I didn't include any heart events like I said I was going to, but I always just seem to have something on the agenda, and my kind of daily routine of what I do on the farm is so mundane and really the same from season to season that I never think to just kind of do videos in between all of the things that are happening. It's kind of a unique Harvest Moon in that regard, where it is so routine that you kind of run out of exciting things to say just because everything is sort of very, very similar. But anyways, we still have some exciting things going on for fall, so I will figure out what I'm going to do. I'm sure I will be back sooner than later. And I'm just going to dive in and enjoy my last week. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.